Company chosen to redesign KCI unveiled its vision for what the airport could look like.
That's right. Here they are, those renderings showing the look of a new one-terminal airport, complete with a two-story fountain. Take a closer look now. You see the two-story fountain as a centerpiece of the airport. The company says this fountain would include technology to project messages and colors on the cascading water.
And it would go through both levels as well. 41 Action News reporter Kat Reed is live at City Hall with reaction. Kat.
Mike Rhiannon, there was a lot of excitement here at City Hall today, especially from the people working on the campaign for a new KCI. They now just have a month with the renderings in hand to convince voters to say yes. With a roof sloped to mimic Missouri's rolling hills, a two-story fountain, and an ode to 18th and Vine. Edgemoor's design for a new KCI terminal is a nod to the city itself.
Anybody who would get on a plane, if it was the first time he or she was ever in Kansas City, would say, I know where I am. I'm in Kansas City. While
style is important, the Edgemoor team realizes the current convenience of KCI is what really matters to most voters. That's why their design features parking across the street and 2 levels for the terminal instead of 1.
Kansas City, of the 50 largest cities in the country, is the only airport that has arrivals and departures mixed on the same level. 50% of the traffic will now be on one level and 50% will be on the other, which means safer, less traffic.
But before this plan can take off, it needs voter approval in November.
It gives voters a sense of what's coming.
Jason Parson is working on the KCI campaign. He says soon you'll hear radio ads and receive things in the mail about next month's election. So far, donors have funded efforts to the tune of $500,000. The 2 biggest contributions came from Cerner and the Heavy Constructors Association. Both gave $100,000 to the campaign. Edgemoor created this design for Kansas City, but it will also hold town halls to make sure voters have the same vision.
We take that information back and then synthesize it into common themes and responses, and then that gets incorporated as we move forward.
Of course, not everyone is on board with the new KCI. Citizens for a Responsible Government will launch an opposition campaign. They tell me that they want renovations made to the current terminals. They do not want a new one built. Reporting live in Kansas City, Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
Well, we'll see, Kat. We'll see what happens. Kansas Cityans are about a month away from voters deciding if that airport could even be rebuilt. It's on the November 7th ballot. In-person absentee voting is already underway. We do have the ballot language, the complete ballot, in fact, on our website right now for you to read ahead of time. It's located under our web links section. If voters approve the new airport in November, parking and concession prices could go up to pay for it. The city promises to use only revenue from the airport to pay for the nearly $1 billion rebuild. The city says it's expecting even more revenue to come in because more restaurants and shops will be part of the new one-terminal design.